Hi, I'm Ingrid, and if you're watching this, you might have been where I was once, overwhelmed, unsure, scared, and pretty much no knowledge about finance. I'm almost 50, and not too long ago, I was $70,000 in debt. Yes, $70,000 living paycheck to paycheck, and no retirement. I had no savings, just living life. Me and my husband had two paychecks coming in, and we were living that Miami. Today, I am completely debt free. Yes, debt free, financially aware, and about to reach my financial freedom. I have a goal of retire maybe in 5 years. I will be 55. This channel is about the journey, the good, the hard, and the real. This sounds like something that you need right now. Just follow along with me. I think this channel will definitely help you. If I was able to do this at 47, I know you can also be debt free and learn about finance, retirement, and be financially free, have freedom. Back in 2021, my life changed drastically. My husband became very ill, very sick, to the point that he could not longer work. And from two paychecks, it went down to overnight. Things changed for me. It was very drastic. From thinking about planning a trip to thinking about how are we going to pay for my husband's health care, our home, everything. Living with one paycheck, it was hard to keep on paying for the car, keep on paying for stuff. And we honestly racked up a lot of debt in credit. At the same time, I was working for a company for 5 years where I was very loyal to the company, but I never received a bonus. I never received a raise, and I felt stuck. So it was my paycheck taking care of everything. Everything was me. So what scared me the most wasn't the bills. I knew that eventually I had to pay them. What scared me the most is I was 47, and now with one paycheck, I realized we had no retirement. We didn't plan for this. He was young. He was 48 too when he got really sick. And I was so in shock that he was so young and he couldn't go back to work. And I was like, what do we do next? So that was my biggest fear, is that, not planning ahead, not doing things that were right for us kind of hinder us and kind of, got me really scared. And the anxiety and the stress level that I was getting was not fun at all. Especially that I also had to hide all of that because he was very ill. But I had to right away go to a plan and see what I can do. And that's when I started my journey of being financially free. I finally sat down and looked at my numbers. Finally, it's something that I avoided my entire life. I really did not even think about the future. I was getting a paycheck and living my life with it. I never thought that I need to do something else with my money. Yes, we have credit cards. Yes, we had a car note, we have to pay for our house and food and everything, but we had the money to do all of that, and we didn't feel uncomfortable. We felt like it was just perfect. Everything was going wonderful. But I sat down, I checked all my credit cards, I checked my personal loans, my student loans, my car notes, everything that I spent, and I realized, I was in a $70,000 debt. And I'm still in shock because it's only been 3 years. It's only been 3 years in this journey, and I was able to remove all this debt. And now I have a little chunk of money that I saved for retirement, and it's still growing. We were not irresponsible. We were not shopping, high-end fashion or, traveling, 4 or 5 times a year. We did eat a lot out, and we spent lots of money on subscriptions and stuff like that that we didn't need. And we weren't careless either. We donated. We thought that we were doing the right thing. But then I learned I wasn't. And that's something that I want you guys to know, that sit down and look at your finance. Just look at them. And maybe you're doing great, but maybe you need some work. And I needed a lot of work. And I really want to make this easy for you guys. I learned so much in these past years about finance. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just for entertainment and for educational purposes. But I want to tell you my stories because if something like this happens to you, maybe this will help you get out of, that stress of, being in debt. So I made a decision that changed everything. I did not ignore my finance. Even though there was only one paycheck, I just said, we got to clean out this debt and we have to start investing. I didn't start with anything fancy. I didn't buy a course. and no gurus, no overnight success. I was not looking for, those gimmicky things that everybody in TikTok and Instagram, this is how I make money, buy my course. I was not doing that. I really wanted to learn about finance. I really wanted to learn about how to be debt free, do the right things, how to pay my taxes correctly, how to take advantage of my taxes and retirement. So I tracked my money every single day. I do have, and I will post it one day, how I track my money. Maybe that will help you guys. I did start cutting some expenses that I didn't need anymore. We came to a realization we were eating a lot out, so that's something that we cut. I was being honest about my finance to my husband and myself. We were both pretty much pretending that everything was fine, and then we realized, no, we just have to tackle this. So honesty was one of the best things that we did for each other. And of course, learning slowly but steady and keeping up your hopes high. That's something that helped us a lot. Some months were painful, but some months were amazing because you saw the progress. But every balance that went down gave me confidence. And I will tell you this, progress fuels motivation. I'm not going to lie. I felt the motivation. And also I felt a habit coming from me, and it changed me. What changed everything? Well, my mindset. I stopped saying I'm bad with money. I stopped feeling guilty, and I start learning how to say, I'm learning, I'm going to go through this, and I'm going to get through this, and I'm going to be successful. So a lot of habit forming happened during this 3 years. I really had a horrible relationship with money, which I did not know until I started learning about money. I thought having a lot of money made people greedy, or money hungry is a bad thing. And honestly, I think that, yeah, some people are greedy. Some people get money hungry, but money is essential. You need money. You just need money. I'm not going to lie. Everybody needs money to live in a home, pay for food, have a pet, take care of yourself, go to the hospital, take care of your husband, your family. You need money. You just need money. So I started, loving and understanding money more, and not being greedy with it, and not being so, how can I say this? Like, I didn't want to show off how much money I have and look at my designer bag or designer outfit or my makeup. I realized that none of that made me happy, and that was not what was going to make us successful either. I mean, I wasn't. So my mindset had to change. I had to tell positive words on myself. I had to remind myself it's going to be okay. It's going to take some sacrifice. It's going to take time, but you will get there. And I think I've also have been happy to learn about other people in TikToks and Instagram and YouTube that have taught me a lot of information on how to save money that made it easier for me to believe if they could do it, I can do it. I definitely can do it. And you could do it. If you're looking at this video, you can do it. Trust me, if I can do it, you can do it. And with that said, if this interests you and you're thinking that I want to know more how I ended up debt free and how I ended up in my journey of financial freedom, like and follow and share. And if you know anybody that's going through things like I went through, share this video. Maybe this will help them. Definitely, I think it will help them. I mean, at least some knowledge of something. So where I am today, I am debt free. I don't owe a car note. I don't owe a credit cards. I do use credit cards every single day, but that's another video. I'll talk to you more about that later. I am fully investing on retirement accounts. I have a clear goal of my financial freedom, and I'm hoping, and I'm saying I'm hoping because things can happen. I can retire at age 55, which is 5 years from now, or the most I'm going to do is 59 and a half. I'm going to retire when I'm 59 and a half, boom, retirement. I'm not going to wait until 60, 65, 67. I'm just going to retire at that age. And if I keep on going the way I'm going, I'm going to reach my goal, and I'm going to be able to do that. There is a lot of things that I've done that has made that goal. Probably I'll reach it faster because of certain things that I've done, and we'll talk about this in the next videos, but it's something that maybe you want to think about, and maybe will help you if you can do it, of course. But most importantly, this YouTube channel is about how to learn about finances, how it will help you in your future for retirement, how to be debt free, and how to grow your finances. That's it. It's simple. Again, it's for educational purposes. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you my journey, so you guys maybe want to take some points from it and start doing something for yourself as well. I'm not rich. I'm not perfect, but I've learned in 3 years things that have helped me tremendously. I sleep so well at night right now. And that's what I want for you guys too, if you're going through something like me. I am now in control of my finances, that's for sure. That's something that I can say. I created this channel for people like us, people who started late, people caring about responsibility, people caring about themselves and their retirement, living an amazing life. Your golden years should be amazing. That's why I created this page. Actually, in the next few videos, I will show you how I found out how much debt I had and how I tackled it. And then the couple of videos later will be about how I started investing for my retirement and how I started investing for being property owners and using that as also money to come and help us later. Now, I know when I say property, people say, oh, but it's horrible. It's not a good time to buy. I will talk to you about what I did and you will be surprised. And that probably will be an eye opener. But when I say everything is possible, everything is possible. If this video resonates with you, please subscribe, like, and comment. You are not behind. You're just getting started. And trust me, I'm nobody. I'm nobody famous. I'm nobody important. I'm just a regular wife, daughter, sister. And I will tell you, if I could do this, you can do this too. So thank you so much. See you in the next video, guys. Bye.